Somewhere in your local Dollar Tree, there's an item sitting on a shelf right now that's nearly 19 times cheaper than the version sold at Sephora. Same size, same purpose, and in some cases, the exact same manufacturer. Today I'm walking you through the newest arrivals hitting Dollar Tree shelves this month. Storage finds, beauty products, and a few name-brand dupes that customers are already snapping up before stores can restock them. Stick around, because item number 8 is the one most people walk right past without realizing what it actually is. If you're new here, a quick subscribe helps this channel keep finding these deals before they disappear. Now let's get into it. First up, the stackable felt storage bins, priced at just $1.25 each. Walk into Target and a comparable felt bin runs about $8. That's roughly 6.5 times more expensive for what is functionally the same product. What makes this one worth talking about is the reinforced base. A lot of dollar store fabric bins collapse the moment you put anything heavy in them, but this one holds its shape thanks to a stiffer cardboard insert sewn into the bottom seam. Many people report using these in kids' closets to sort socks, hair accessories, and small toys, the kind of clutter that usually ends up in a junk drawer. For a parent trying to keep a shared bedroom organized without spending a fortune, this is a low-effort win. Now, the honest downside, the color selection is limited, usually just 2 or 3 neutral tones depending on your store, so don't expect a big variety wall like you'd see at a home goods store. Bonus tip: buy a few extra and use them inside a dresser drawer as drawer dividers. It's a use case most shoppers don't think of right away. Speaking of drawers, that brings us to the next find, which solves a very specific organizing headache. The drawer organizer trays are next, also priced at $1.25 for a 2-pack. The Container Store sells a similar acrylic tray set for around $9, so you're looking at roughly 7 times the cost difference. The trays are shallow enough to fit in a standard kitchen or bathroom drawer, and the corners are slightly rounded, so they don't dig into your hand when you're rummaging through them in a hurry. Customers often notice these work especially well for elderly family members who need medications, reading glasses, and small daily items kept visible and separated instead of buried in a drawer. It removes the guesswork of, "Where did I put that?" during a busy morning. The caveat here is that the plastic is on the thinner side, so if you're someone who tends to slam drawers shut, these may crack faster than a heavier-duty version. A useful tip: line the bottom with a thin strip of shelf liner before use. It keeps small items from sliding around every time the drawer opens. Next, we're moving from organizing to something a lot of shoppers have been asking about: a beauty tool that looks almost identical to one sold in specialty stores. The Jade Facial Roller is priced at $1.25. A nearly identical version at Sephora sells for around $18, which puts the markup at roughly 14 times. The stone stays cool to the touch for several minutes of use, which is the main appeal of this kind of tool. The cooling sensation is what people are actually paying for, more than any deep skincare benefit. This one tends to appeal to anyone building a simple nightly wind-down routine. A few minutes rolling the face and neck after washing up, especially for people who want a moment of calm before bed without spending on a spa treatment. To be fair, the roller's handle joint is a bit looser than premium versions, so it can wobble slightly during use. It won't break easily, but don't expect the smoothest glide. A helpful tip is to store it in the refrigerator for 20 minutes before use. It intensifies the cooling effect significantly and makes the whole routine feel more like a treatment. From skincare, let's move to something practical for anyone who works from a desk or has a tangle of charging cables at home. The cable organizer clips come in a 6-pack for $1.25. On Amazon, a similar set typically runs $8, putting the price difference at about 6.5 times. These clips use a self-adhesive backing strong enough to hold a charging cable in place on a desk edge or nightstand, which prevents cords from sliding onto the floor every time you unplug your phone. Many people use these specifically to keep bedside charging cables within reach at night without cords tangling on the floor. A small fix that solves a daily annoyance most of us don't think to shop for. The one downside is that the adhesive can weaken over time on textured surfaces like unfinished wood, so a smooth surface gives the best results. Bonus tip: press the clip down and hold for about 10 seconds before use. It roughly doubles how long the adhesive holds compared to a quick, light press. Now let's talk about a beauty item that's become one of the most repurchased items across Dollar Tree stores this year. Micellar water travel bottles are priced at $1.25 for a 3-ounce bottle. CVS sells a comparable size for around $6, making it close to 5 times more expensive. The formula removes light makeup and daily grime without needing to rinse afterward, which is the main reason this product category exists in the first place. This is especially useful for anyone who travels frequently or keeps a bag packed for last-minute trips. It meets airline liquid restrictions without needing to decant anything into a smaller container yourself. Employees say the scent is slightly stronger than name-brand versions, so if you're sensitive to fragrance, it's worth doing a patch test on your hand first. A good tip is to keep one in your gym bag as well. It works well for a quick face refresh after a workout when a full skincare routine isn't practical. Next, we're heading back into storage territory, with a solution built specifically for small living spaces. The undershelf storage baskets are $1.25 each. A similar wire basket on Amazon runs about $10, putting this at roughly 8 times cheaper. These clip directly underneath an existing shelf, creating a second layer of storage without needing to drill anything or buy new furniture, a detail that matters a lot for renters. Customers often mention using these in a pantry to hold small packets, seasoning mixes, tea bags, or snack bars, items that otherwise get lost behind taller boxes. The trade-off is that the clips only fit shelves within a certain thickness range, so it's worth measuring your shelf before buying several at once. A practical tip: use these under a bathroom sink shelf to hold travel-sized toiletries, which frees up counter space that tends to get cluttered fast. Speaking of bathroom counters, our next item is a beauty tool most shoppers assume only comes in a premium version. The silicone brush cleaning mat is priced at $1.25. Ulta sells a similar textured mat for around $15, which is a 12-fold difference in price. The raised silicone bristles create enough friction to work shampoo or cleanser into brush fibers, cutting cleaning time nearly in half compared to just swirling a brush in your palm. This tends to appeal most to anyone who wears makeup regularly and knows that clean brushes directly affect how makeup applies and how long it lasts on the skin throughout the day. The one downside is the suction cups on the back aren't especially strong, so it works best laid flat in a sink rather than mounted vertically on a wall. A helpful tip is to keep it in the shower. Cleaning your brushes while you shower means one less separate task competing for your time. Now here's item number 8, the one I mentioned at the top, and it might be the most overlooked find on this list. The over-the-door hanging organizer costs $5, still one of the pricier items at Dollar Tree, but Walmart sells a comparable version for around $15. Making it 3 times more expensive there. It has 8 fabric pockets, sturdy enough to hold shoes, cleaning supplies, or craft materials, and it hangs on a standard door without any tools or hardware. Many people use this specifically in small apartments or dorm rooms where closet space is limited. It turns unused door space into functional storage almost instantly. The honest caveat is that the top hook is plastic rather than metal, so it's not meant to hold especially heavy items long term. A smart tip: use it inside a coat closet for umbrellas, gloves, and scarves, items that usually end up scattered across an entryway. From storage, let's shift into skincare again with a product that's drawn a lot of attention online recently. The vitamin C serum is $1.25 for a half-ounce bottle. Target sells a similar concentration for around $19, putting the price gap at more than 15 times. The formula includes a light dose of vitamin C along with hyaluronic acid, which is a common combination used to brighten skin tone and support hydration. This tends to fit well into a simple morning routine for anyone who wants one extra skincare step without committing to an expensive multi-product system. To be transparent, the concentration is lower than higher-end versions, so results tend to be gradual rather than dramatic. Set expectations accordingly. A useful tip is to apply it while skin is still slightly damp after cleansing, which helps the serum absorb more evenly. Our next find brings us back to storage, solving a problem almost every household deals with near the front door. The expandable shoe rack is $5 and adjusts to fit different closet widths. Home Depot sells a similar rack for around $22, making it more than 4 times the price there. It holds up to 9 pairs of shoes in a compact footprint, and the expandable design means it fits closets of different sizes without needing to measure precisely beforehand. Families with multiple kids often mention this as a simple fix for the pile of shoes that builds up by the front door every single day. The trade-off is that it works best with everyday shoes and sneakers. taller boots may not sit as securely on the upper shelf. A helpful tip: place it inside a coat closet rather than an entryway, so it stays out of sight while still keeping shoes contained. And that brings us to our final item on today's list. The ceramic soap dispenser is priced at $1.25. A similar style from a home decor retailer runs about $12, roughly a 9-fold difference. It holds standard liquid soap or lotion and has a smooth pump mechanism that feels sturdier than the plastic bottles it's designed to replace. This is a small change that many people say makes a bathroom or kitchen counter feel noticeably tidier, swapping out mismatched plastic bottles for one clean, uniform look. The one downside is the ceramic can chip if dropped on a hard tile floor, so it's worth keeping it toward the back of the counter rather than the edge. A quick tip: refill it using a small funnel to avoid drips down the side, which keeps the ceramic looking new for longer. So that's this month's round of new arrivals. Storage solutions built for small spaces, beauty products that hold up surprisingly well against name brands, and a few genuine dupes worth grabbing before your local store sells out. Personally, I think the drawer organizer trays and the undershelf baskets are the two most useful items on this list, simply because they solve everyday clutter problems without asking you to change your habits. One spending trap worth mentioning: it's easy to grab 5 or 6 items just because they're cheap, even if you don't have a specific use for them yet. Before checkout, ask yourself where exactly an item will go in your home. That one habit alone saves more money over time than any single deal on this list. If this video helped you find something worth grabbing on your next trip, a like goes a long way for this channel, and subscribing means you won't miss next month's new arrivals before they sell out. Let me know in the comments, which of these 11 items are you adding to your list first?